Hi everyone, I'm going to talk about the S3 English grammar and proofreading. So what are the grammar items in the exam scope? You can see there is a long list of items. They are all found in units 6 to 8 in your grammar book. And today I would like to focus on tenses. You can see there are 12 and there are so many, so I will only focus on 3 pairs. The first pair would be simple future and future continuous. So you can see that both of them are about the future. And I would draw them like this if I need to mark them on the timeline. The cross would be about simple future, and the curve would be about future continuous. Why? As you can see, the cross, we only talk about one specific time here, okay? However, for future continuous, we talk about a long action. So it depends if you want to tell people what you will be doing at an exact time in the future. For example, if you talk about 5 p.m. tomorrow, then I would definitely use future continuous, like I will be having a meeting at 5 p.m. tomorrow. However, if you just talk about tomorrow, then I would only say something like I will have a test tomorrow instead of future continuous. Okay, so it all depends whether you want to tell people that action is long or short. So for future continuous, how it looks like is will be and then ing. As for simple future, it will simply be will and then the verb. Very easy. Then how about this pair, simple past and present perfect? I would mark them like this. So which is which? The one marked on the timeline would be simple past, and the one above the timeline would be present perfect. Why? Because for simple past, most of the time, we are clear about the time. For example, we know that it is about yesterday, 2 days ago, last year, etc. However, for present perfect, the time is not clear. We may or may not mention the clear time. It's more like we don't really care about the time. So what are the hints for time? Mostly we would see since, for, already, yet, and ever. For example, you say that you are hungry right now, and then I would ask you, have you eaten yet? Why didn't I ask, did you eat anything this morning? Because I don't care when you ate or have eaten anything. I just care why. That's why I would definitely use present perfect instead of simple past. So how about the appearance, the format of it? This one would be have or has with PP. And the bottom one would be something like with ED or refer to the verb table. And for the last pair, simple past and past perfect. This time I would mark 2 crosses in the past. And for the first action, it would be past perfect. And for the second action, it will be in the past. So, as you can see, there is about the order of action. So, you would see words like before and after. For example, if I need to mention the two actions in the past, I can write something like this. I had met the teacher before I left school. So this one is clear that this is the first action and this is the second action. So for tenses, when you see that in the exam, what you need to do is very simple. For example, this one, the answer is like this. So how can we know the answers? Very easy. First of all, what you need to do is to find the time words. For example, here, for many years, as I've talked about, for present perfect. And then the next one, fact, something factual. So it should be present tense. In the past, so you know it is past tense. Already, present perfect. And then now, or next 10 years or more, future. In the last council meeting, past. Before that, past perfect. So this year, when you need to do the tenses part, please try to find the hints first. For proofreading, ask yourself a question. What were taught this year? Your teacher would try to test whether you have learned well this year. For example, this one is last year's proofreading part. So if we look at the answers like this, then you can see that actually we are just testing you what you were taught. For example, the first one said that. What does that mean? It was testing your reporter's speech. And then for number 2, decided to. This one is about gerunds and to infinitive. And then look forward to this one is very important, also about gerunds and to infinitive. And then this one is about meaning. Next one, if. What is that? Conditional sentences. And then number 6, feeling sad. This one is about present participle. And then loves. Again, gerunds to infinitive. This one is about meaning for number 8. And for the last 2, you can see that it is all about the same sentence pattern. It is adjective for somebody to do something. So if you remember what you were taught, then you should be able to spot some of the errors in the proofreading part. So some reminders for you. Be careful. Think of what teachers taught you this year. Check the verbs all the time and check the agreement. So wish you all the best in the exam. Bye.